Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to come up with ideas for your YouTube videos. Alright, so as you can see, I am in a different location. I am in a vehicle right now. I am on the go, and I can't really get into our studios and film properly, you know, with the camera and the tripod and everything and the webcam. So I've got to do it while I'm on the go, and I want to keep the YouTube schedule up, so that's why I'm filming here in the car. Alright, so I want to talk about how to come up with video ideas for your YouTube channel. So I just recently did a talk with Reet, my business partner, at the Vancouver Community College. And, you know, one of the questions that we got was, how do you think of video ideas? How does it come to you? And it is hard in the beginning because your brain doesn't work like that. Your brain doesn't think of, okay, you know, how can I do a bunch of videos? Your brain is not in that mindset yet. But when it is, it's very easy to come up with ideas. And, you know, I can be given topics that I have no idea about, but I can still come up with video ideas, and I'm going to show you an example here. So first thing that I would recommend is that you do videos on a topic that you know well, because if you're going to be doing videos on stuff that you don't know, it's going to be extremely difficult to come up with ideas, and to even film those, it's not even going to come out very well. So you need to know the topic first. You need to know, you need to be passionate about it. You need to like it so that it will come out in your teaching. If you're teaching something that you don't like, that will come off in the video. You need to be passionate about it. You need to like it. Like with our social media tutorials, I genuinely enjoy this kind of stuff. I love learning about this stuff, and I love breaking it down and teaching it for you guys. Alright, so first example is I've got a piece of paper here. This is a Hello Kitty puzzle that I'm writing on, and some scrap piece of paper and a Sharpie. I'm really going ghetto style today here for you guys. I'm going to show you an example of a topic that I do know. And then in the next example, I'm going to show you a topic that I don't know too much about, but because my brain is now wired to think of YouTube ideas all the time, I'll show you what can happen when you train your mind. Alright, so for this example, I'm going to be talking about selling on e-commerce. So selling on platforms like eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, that type of thing. I know a lot about that subject. I'm passionate about that subject, and I like that subject. So first thing I'm going to do is write down e-commerce. Now, I suggest that you guys do this on a piece of paper as well to do a mind map so that you guys can get the ideas flowing, and sometimes it's easier to see than to just try and think of it in your head. So first thing I'm going to do is write down the word e-commerce right in the middle of the page, and I'm going to circle it. I'm going to be doing a mind map here. Alright, so I'm going to be thinking out loud as well as writing so that you guys can see my strategy and how I come up with ideas. Okay, so for e-commerce, what do I know how to sell in e-commerce? Okay, I know how to sell on Craigslist. I know how to sell on Amazon. I know how to sell on eBay. Okay, so right there we've just now broken it down into 3. Amazon, Craigslist, and eBay. Okay, so let's start off with, okay, here, I just got ideas. Okay, so just by looking at those 3 topics, I can do a video on Amazon versus eBay versus Craigslist. Like, what's the difference between all 3? Because there are people out there who don't know what the difference is between Amazon and eBay, or what the difference is between Craigslist, or the difference between any of them. So that could be a video idea in itself. So right here I'm going to write down, what's the diff between A, E, and C. I'm just doing this in notes format so that you guys can get an example and get inspiration. So right there, just by listing those 3 things out, I got the idea to do what's the difference between A, E, and C, the difference between Amazon, Craigslist, and eBay. Okay, so next, okay, so I'm going to be looking at this, and let's start off with Craigslist here. Okay, with Craigslist, I can do a video on how I got started with Craigslist. So, how I got started. You know, people are always interested in stories, and if you can get really good at storytelling, that will be very, very beneficial for you. So, how I got started on Craigslist. I can do that same thing for eBay and that same thing for Amazon. So, there's a bunch of other videos. So, how I got started. How I got started. How I got started. So I'm just jotting things down here. So right now, right off the bat, I've got 4 videos right there. What's the difference between Amazon, eBay, and Craigslist? How I got started in Amazon, how I got started in eBay, how I got started in Craigslist. Now, the thing that you want to do is to break things down into sections. So you don't want to do like a one long video about everything. You can as a quick overview, but then also breaking things down into chunks. So I'll give you an example here. With Craigslist here, right? The first thing that I thought of was, okay, how did I get started, and just share my story about that. And then that also sparked the idea for eBay and Amazon to do the exact same thing, because I got started in them in different times and in different ways. Next, I can do something like how to create a Craigslist account. And then you could also do that for eBay and also do that for Amazon. So you see how these ideas become like spider webs, like everything is like spidering out. And honestly, when you write them down like this, you can see it a lot easier, and it's going to be a lot easier for your brain to work out, because when you're just thinking about it in your head, it's just like you get lost. But when you can actually just separate things and see them, it's a lot easier. Okay, so that was an e-commerce example. That's really easy for me because I know that very well, and that's just something I really know. So I'm going to show you an example of a topic I don't know very well about, and let's see if I can come up with ideas, and I'll show you that even though I don't know a lot about this topic, I can come up with a lot of video ideas because of how I've trained my brain. So let's do the topic of cats. I don't know anything about cats. I just know that they're animals. So let's say cats. And let's say you are a cat lover and you want to do a cat YouTube channel. That's fine. So the topic is cats. Now, if I were to do a YouTube channel on this, and now I don't know anything about it, this is what I would come up with. So, cats, okay. So maybe if I'm starting a YouTube channel, I actually have a cat. So what kind of cat do I have? So what kind of cat do I have? And if I had a certain kind, you know, I would talk about that breed and, you know, talk about what's significant about it, their color, their fur, their behaviors. Honestly, I don't really have pets, so I don't really know, but these are the kinds of things that are popping into my head. So what kind of cat do I have? And let's say I'm a total cat person and I don't really like dogs, so maybe I can come up with a video and do a video called Why I Like Cats More Than Dogs, you know, if that was the case. So, why I like cats more than dogs. And you know, being an entrepreneur, I'm always thinking about the cost of things. So, like, how much do cats cost? How, like, you know, there might be people looking up YouTube videos and they want to buy a cat, a brand new cat, and you can show the difference. How much does it cost to buy a kitten, or how much does it cost to buy a full-grown adult cat? You know, there's all these different kinds of things. So I would do a video on how much does it cost to buy a kitten, how much, to buy a kitten. And again, I don't know anything about this subject. So how much to buy a kitten, how much to buy an adult cat, how much for adult cat. Okay, so right now, right off the bat, without me not knowing anything about this subject, I've got 4 video ideas here. Alright, so, okay, so we've got a cat here. How long do cats live? Like, typically, if you're taking care of them well, and just, you know, if you have this certain type of breed, how long can you expect your cat to live for? How long do cats live for? And let's say, you know, you're a total cat lover and people normally ask you, like, how do you wash your cat? If you wash your cat, or if they just do it themselves, how do you, like, do hygiene on your cat? Like, do you brush their teeth like some people with their dogs? They give them, like, this dog brushing bone thing. So, like, how do you clean your cat? How do you feed your cat? Those are all different types of videos. How to feed cat, how to clean cat. So you see here, like, the ideas, they just, like, spread out like crazy, and literally any topic, there's a lot. So when people say to me, I can't think of any videos, there's like a ton of ideas. Okay, so how to clean the cat, how to feed the cat. We're just going crazy here with the ideas. Now, so you sort of get the idea here with the mind mapping, right? And that's just coming off of the top of your head. But what if, you know, you're really, really, really having a hard time and you can't think anything of the top of your head? So I'm going to show you what I do sometimes when, you know, I get stuck. I do get stuck when I'm trying to think of video topics. So I would go onto YouTube and I would get ideas from there. So let's say I'm still on the topic of cats. I'm on YouTube right now on my phone. And let's type in cats, okay, how to with cats, how to, something with cats, cats how to, cats how to, okay, here, cats how to train them. So there's an idea right there, how to train your cat if you want to train them. Oh, and in more particular, maybe how to potty train. So it's like how to train your cats and how to potty train. Those are 2 separate videos right there. How to train, how to potty train, and like the toys. What kinds of toys do you need to get for the cats? Like, what do they like playing with? Best cat toys, you know? Best, if you know about that, best cat toys. I just got another idea for the feeding of the cats. Like, maybe how to prepare, like, the meals for the cat. Like, if you want to give them organic food or less processed food, like, something like that. Because, you know, being vegan and being healthy and being organic is like a lot of the trend right now. So maybe you want that for your cat as well if you're like a vegan cat owner or something. So like how to prepare natural food for your cat, you know? Let's put that down. How to prepare natural food. Okay, so as you can see here with this brainstorm, I've got a ton of ideas for my cat YouTube channel. I don't even have a cat. I've never ever had a cat. I like them. I think they're cute, but the only animal I've ever had is two rabbits, Fluffy and Tigger, when I was a kid. So as you can see here, there's a ton of ideas, and you can get a lot of ideas when you type into YouTube. So I would first start off with how to buy a kitten, and then see where the videos take you from there. See what other people are putting down and what other videos people are making. Now you might be thinking, oh, somebody made this video already about how to buy a kitten, or how much does it cost for a kitten, and you feel like, oh, there's already like a bunch of videos like that, I don't really need to create that. Don't think like that, because everyone has their own personality, and everyone has their own energy that they give off, and everyone connects with different people. Even though we have a video called How to Use Twitter for Beginners, there's like a million other videos about that. But when Arit, she did that with her personality, and there's a bunch of people that connect with her and that like her that may not like someone else who's teaching about Twitter. And they may not like Arit, but they like that other person. You see, everyone has different energies that they give off, and it's okay to teach the same thing because everyone is different. Everyone has their way of speaking and the vibe that they give off, so it's okay to teach the same subject. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Remember to actually take time, especially in the beginning when you're having a hard time, to write things down and do it in a mind map, mind bubble type way, because it really does make it easier for your brain when you see it, and all of a sudden it'll trigger like other ideas when you start off with one. And also to make sure that you talk about a subject that you enjoy and that you're passionate about and that you actually like. Because, let's say I seriously hated cats. It's going to be so difficult for me to come up with video ideas if I really hated them. And honestly, the more you do this, the easier it's going to be, and you'll be out and about and you'll see YouTube ideas everywhere. That's what happens to me. I see these ideas all the time. And I actually wasn't planning on filming this here in the car right now and doing this, Sharpie paper Hello Kitty puzzle. Hey, that's actually funny. It's a cat, and I didn't even put two and two together there. But you see, I didn't really plan this, but because I have limited time this week, my mind is thinking, okay, how can we fit this in here? Hey, bring the Nikon DSLR, get in the car, film it while you have some time before your next meeting. Bring a Sharpie, piece of paper, and something to write on. Your mind just gets into that process when you do it over and over. I've been doing these videos for a while now, pumping out videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now sometimes Saturdays. So really, it comes down to practice. Do not be discouraged if you can't think of stuff so easily in the beginning. Just keep at it. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Back from the dead.